How can we program our mind? What are the steps that you can apply to program your mind? So today our question is, what are the ways that a smoker can be a non-smoker? A drinker can be non-alcoholic? What are the steps? What are the ways? Is there any way? I had the same question like that. Before I used to smoke, but later I was able to quit smoke by these methods. So how can we program our mind? I'm not talking about software programming or any kinds of programming like done in Python or C++. I'm not trying to talk about that. I'm just trying to say here is that what are the steps and how can we program our mind? Number one is repetition. What do you want? You should state your desire in the form of statement or in sentence so that you are able to repeat that statement. So number one is repetition. You should repeat. For example, if you are feeling lazy to go to the gym, then what you have to do is every day repeat that statement that I am going to do gymming for at least 5 minutes for this day. I'm trying to say here is about Kaizen technique. It is one of the Japanese technique, and I had stated in my other videos about Kaizen technique. From today onwards, I'm going to the gym. From today onwards, I'm going to the gym for 5 minutes. I'm gymming for 5 minutes. That's it. So number one is repetition. After repeating that habit again and again, we have all habit that is against us, the habit that we don't want. That is the habit which are formed after triggering by the environment. So number two is avoidance. Avoiding all those habits that you don't want. Not linking yourself with those friends who are triggering you to smoke. If you are trying to be non-smoker. Not linking with those friends who are always lazy and they are not active in their life, as you want to achieve so many things. Creating such environment in your room or in your apartment that you are able to live that habit. So avoidance. So number one is avoiding. Avoid, that might be in the form of person or materials or the environment. It can be anything. So your work is to avoid. And number three here is environment. If I want to be a writer, then what I will do? I will create such kind of environment in my room that there are going to be books, there are going to be clean environment, there are going to be lighting, enough lighting so that my mind is going to be more creative, and I'm just going to be in that room where there is going to be nice view, so that I'm just going to create something new story and I'm going to write. So that is the environment. So what you have to do is create that environment that you want. So these three steps will help you, anyhow will help you to program your mind. You should know that how your mind had gone dirty, how your mind had become polluted, you know that, right? Similarly, if you try opposite way, then you know that same technique is applied to create the good habit. Exactly. It's very much simple. It's easy to absorb those bad habits, but when you're trying to achieve those good habits, then it's hard. Even I know that, and you also know that. Everyone knows that. From number one level of individuality, personalities, they also know that it's hard that they had been over there and they had always been trying to stay away, avoid all those habits that are going to programming their mind. It's hard, and they are able to achieve those habits through the help of this repetition. And you should also know that, and that's the secret. Secrets are out there, but we are unable to take those secrets because we are adjusting in these habits. We don't want to change, but you should know that, I should know that, everyone should know that change is needed, and for that change you have to make some efforts and you are going to get some results.